Our next inductee was a track and cross-country star at Athens Bible School. In the 8th grade on the varsity squad at the state track meet, he got all-state recognition, finishing 14th overall in the varsity boys race. In the 9th grade, 13th at the state meet, earning all-state honors. Won the state championship as a freshman for the 880 in state record time. In the 10th grade, won the 800 meters and was third in the 1600 meters. He won the individual title as a junior in the 800 meters, 1600 meters, and 3200 meters, all in record time, and repeated this feat as a senior. As a senior, he was ranked number 1 in the state for all classifications by Inside Track magazine. In the summer before his senior year, he competed in the AAU Junior Olympics in Jacksonville, Florida, winning bronze in the 1500 meter run, and as a senior competed at the Alabama Meet of Champions at Auburn and won the 1600 meter run. In the state indoor meet, as a junior, won the mile, and as a senior, won the mile and the 2 mile. After the 2 mile, he received the Outstanding Performance Award. He finished his high school career with 13 state championships and 5 state records. He left Athens Bible School. He went to Troy State University, was a member of 4 conference championships and track and cross country, and 1 team qualified for the NCAA track meet. He was twice named to the all-conference team in cross country and runner-up in the conference championships in the 1500 meter run. One of the highlights of his career occurred in the summer of 1984 when he was invited by the International Sports Exchange to participate in the Rhine River Run in Germany. He not only participated in the race, but he was the top American finisher. Ladies and gentlemen, 2019 Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame inductee, Jeff Harwell.
It has been over 30 years. In the Bible, it is written in Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 2 that you should not praise yourself, but that you should let another praise you. So when I received word of my induction into the Hall of Fame and saw the articles that were published both in print and online, I turned to my wife and I said, honey, modesty forbids me from blowing my own horn and telling other people about this. So I'm really counting on you doing it for me. And she didn't let me down. In all seriousness though, that verse does explain why I have struggled over the past few weeks to know what to say tonight. I make my living as a minister of the gospel now, which means that I do speak publicly for a living. But when I do speak publicly, generally I'm talking about somebody else and not myself, which is a lot easier for me to do. And so what I would like to do really this evening for just a moment is make mention of a few others besides myself. First of all, I'm deeply appreciative to the board of directors for bestowing this honor upon me. It does seem like another lifetime sometimes and another person when I think back to the accomplishments for which I've received this honor. And so it really does mean a lot to me to know that there are others who remember. I'm thankful to all who are associated with Athens Bible School during the 1980s for the support that they gave me while I competed for the school. Foremost among those, of course, is Coach Bill Merle, who I am so thankful is here with us tonight. If you never competed in athletics under the guidance of Coach Merle, or for that matter, if you never had an algebra class taught by Coach Merle, I don't think you can fully appreciate the impact for good that he has had on so many young people, myself included, when I was young. And even now, when we are separated by hundreds of miles and rarely see each other, it is still difficult for me to explain what a blessing I consider it to be to have him and Miss Bernetta in my life. Certainly I'm thankful to my parents, and I'm so thankful that they are here with us tonight as well. I remember a couple of years ago when my boys were trying their hand at football one fall. And I remember sitting in the stands one night while they were practicing, up in East Tennessee, temperature about 40 degrees with a light rain falling on me, and thinking to myself, man, I really got to thank my mom and dad again for all that they did when I was competing. When it became evident that I had a future in this sport, well, I can't imagine any parents being any more supportive of what I was trying to do than mine were. A lot of money was laid out for entrance fees. A lot of miles were put on our vehicles as they drove me to races from Tupelo to South Bend to Jacksonville. And once I got to Troy and started competing for those Trojans, they still kept coming to the races. Now from Greenville to Tallahassee to Clinton. My teammates at Troy often commented on how impressed they were that mom and dad would drive all over the Southeast to watch us run. And my teammates pretty well adopted them as their parents as well. They were an important part of any success that I enjoyed. Certainly I want to thank my wife. We didn't meet until the days of my competition were over. But she has always been tremendously supportive of anything that I decided to set my mind to doing, and was my biggest cheerleader no matter how well or poorly I fared at anything. I'm sorry that she wasn't there to share with my successes back then, but I'm so thankful that she and my children are here tonight to share this with me. And finally, being who I am and what I am, it would be wrong of me not to mention how thankful I am to the Lord in heaven for all that He has done for me in every area of my life. It was He who blessed me with the parents that I have. It was He who placed me under the godly influence of men like Bill Merle. It was He who directed my steps toward a sweet young thing from Cookeville, Tennessee, several years ago. And it was He who blessed me with an ability, the ability to work hard at something that I enjoyed in order to enjoy the success and reap the benefits that I did, so that I could eventually have my name recorded on a roll as distinguished and honorable as this. And of course, it is He that continues to allow me and any others who obey Him to have our name recorded somewhere far more honorable still. For now, though, I do count it a privilege to have my name to be thus recorded here tonight. And so I thank you. I thank you for your patience. I thank you for your attention. I thank you for your kindness.